Hey everybody, come on in. Sorry I'm late. Technical difficulties. I don't have the overhead camera today, so my apologies. I'll just have to hold it up for you. All right, let's go. All right, let's get started on Food Talk TV. Oh, I forgot to put it on Food Talk TV. Oh my word, y'all. Whatever can go wrong is going wrong. Come on in, everybody. Sorry, I forgot to. Come on in, everybody. I see you. I just have some technical difficulties, but we are going to get started. Oh, see if I can. All right. Oh. Hello, everybody. Sorry, I just got to get logged in. I was trying to time everything together, but I didn't get it done. So thank you all so much for being here. Happy Friday. I'll be ready in just a moment. All right. Okay, I think I'm in. I was about to go live and I forgot to switch over to Food Talk TV. Oh, food. All right. I think we're good. All right. Woosah! I think we're going to be okay. Come on in, everybody. Let's go. Yeah. Oh. All right, everybody, come on in. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher. Apologies for the late start. Had some technical difficulties, but we're going to get right into it. Happy Friday. Thank you all so much for being here. We have 0 likes. Not surprised. Let's go ahead and tap that screen. Make sure you are subscribed to Foodie. Subscribe to Food Talk TV. My show is Foodie Fridays with Maggie. Everything that could go wrong did go wrong, but we are here. We're going to be making a classic PB&J. But it's not going to be a regular peanut butter and jelly. Another recipe came up on my feed, so I want to try and recreate it. Have I made this recipe before? No. Has that ever stopped us? No. So if you like the old school peanut butter and jelly, I'm going to show you all the video that came up in my feed. We're going to make our own peanut butter and our own jelly. All right. And then I have some bread. We're going to try it. And I have some substitutes for you all as well. I'm your substitute teacher because I cook with sugar substitutes, dairy substitutes, and gluten substitutes. All right. So come on in, everybody. Make sure you're tapping that screen. Thank you so much. We're up to over 100 likes. I was getting ready to go live on my page, not the Food Talk TV page. All right, so the recipe is going to be on foodtalktv.com if it isn't there already. So let me show you all the video, and then we're going to get our ingredients out. For this one, you need, we're going to need a stove. We're going to need a skillet. You're going to need a food processor. That might be the peanuts. Okay. We're going to make our own peanut butter, and I thought I had a full jar of peanuts. Maybe this is perfect timing, but you know, when you have teenagers, this was full yesterday, and I needed this for the peanut butter. So let me go check the door, but let me show you all the video first so you can know what we're making, all right? So this is another recipe that has inspired me. So I'd love to show you all what came up in my feed and tell me what you think about this one.
Kids will absolutely love. Make this peanut butter. These are lightly salted. I'm just gonna warm these up to release some of the natural oils. If you want to use your favorite peanut butter, go right ahead. But there's just one ingredient: peanuts and a blender. You will have super healthy peanut butter without any additives. Freshly made peanut butter. lightly toasted bread. Now, the secret star of the show, fresh berries, not jelly. Load it up. Just a little bit of peanut butter on this side, a lot on the bottom. You want to smash them. That's the whole thing. Ho, 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 ho. Look at that. Believe me, you will be hooked. Just like how I'm hooked. This is it. I'm putting you onto something here. Try it out. If you don't like it, come back to this page and cuss me out.
Okay, we're not going to cuss anybody out. I teach etiquette classes. We're not going to do that. But what do you all think about that? We're going to make our own peanut butter. I have tried to make my own nut butter before, with almond butter. It was an epic fail. So we are going to try and recreate this recipe. Thank you all so much for all of the badges. Thank you, Bria. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you, Jane. We need to wash and dry our berries. I have some bread, but then I also thought this would be great on rice cakes if you're trying to be lower calorie or low carb. I'm gonna go check the door because I just ordered like urgently a new container of peanuts. So I think that's it. Thank you all so much for this struggle stream. We are at 400 likes. Let's see if we can get to 500. I'm gonna check the door, see if we have a new container of peanuts. Cause boys. All right, 1 second, y'all. Come on in, everybody. Perfect timing. We aren't late. We're right on time. Thank you so much, Walmart Express. So for this recipe, you need peanuts that are lightly salted. So that's what I have here, just some Planters peanuts. You can use your favorite brand. And I wonder, this might actually work on any type of dry nut, maybe cashew nut, maybe almonds, whatever you like. So we're going to try it. If you don't want to make your own peanut butter, you can actually use your favorite peanut butter as well. But I want to see if we can make our own. All right. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher, and we are going to be making peanut butter and jelly today. We're going to try and make our own peanut butter and jelly. All right. So I'm going to clean off the counter, and then we're going to get started. So we need to roast these peanuts to just release a little bit of oil. So I'm going to get the skillet out, and then we're going to kind of toast them in the skillet. And then we're going to put them in the food processor. All right. Good afternoon, grand lady. Thank you all so much. We're at 600 likes. Let's see if we can get to 700. And then we have some berries. I bought all of the berries. All right. So we're going to take some out. We're going to wash them, and then we'll dry them. And then we're going to make a sandwich with our peanut butter and jelly. All right. I'm very excited. All right. Have I ever made this recipe before? No. Why would I do that? I like to pull up on two wheels with you all and try and recreate these things. I don't know why. Something tells me, I guess I just get a thrill. Maybe it's going to work. Maybe it's not going to work. I don't know, y'all. So come on in, everybody. Hi, Maria. Thank you so much for all of the badges. Come on in, everybody. Make sure you are subscribed to Food Talk TV with live cooking every day of the week with probably professionals. I am not a professional. I am just a mom and a home cooker. Clearly, that will become evident, but we have fun together. All right, so let me wash my hands. So what I want to do is, now is go back. Sorry. Anyway, what I want to do now is go ahead and get the berries washed or rinsed off, and then you all can tell me what your favorite berries are. All right, so let me show you. I placed an order. We have some berries. Thank you, Kyle. Thank you, Ash. Thank you, everybody. We're at 1,200 likes. Let's see if we can get to 1,500. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher. We are struggle cooking today. All right. So, nothing like fresh berries. Nothing says summer like fresh berries, right? So many different things that you can do with berries. I like them. The boys like them. And if you are trying to enjoy fruit that's a little bit less sugar, berries are supposed to be really good. They have the fiber and all the healthy stuff. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. Don't listen to me. So we have some fresh raspberries. These look amazing. I think raspberries are very delicate and beautiful. So if raspberries are your favorite, is there a raspberry emoji? You can put this one in the chat. Let me know. This one reminds me of my childhood. All right. fresh blackberries. We used to pick these growing up in the South. I'm in the Atlanta area. We used to pick these wild blackberries. I love them. There's just something about them that's almost like, I don't know, exotic's not the right word, but they just seem kind of something like mysterious. If blackberries are your favorite, is there a blackberry emoji? I don't know. All right. I know we have this emoji, fresh strawberries. These are beautiful. These are delicate. You can use these in so many different recipes if you like strawberries. You can put the strawberry emoji in the chat. And then last but definitely not least, my second favorite, I love these in pancakes, fresh blueberries. I love these when they get warm and they kind of burst in a pancake or whatever. Maria's team strawberry, or whatever your favorite jelly or jam is, all right? Jam on it. So we got lots of berries here. So let's see. We need, I think he just put everything in here. I'm going to look and see. I think he has a little bit of everything. Y'all look at this sandwich.
The ultimate healthy PB&J sandwich.
I see everything in there, right?
These are lightly salted. I'm just going to warm these up, release them.
Jam on it. I know, right? Maria's team blueberry too. Let me turn this down. I just want to see if he uses all the berries. We're team greedy over here, so I think we're going to use all the berries. But we need to get started on that peanut butter too. I see blueberries. I see, what does he have? Let's look. Blackberries, raspberries. Okay, I don't see strawberries there because I was wondering, do I need to cut them? All right, so we'll let this do its thing. And we'll just put a few of everything in a bowl. And then we need to get the skillet out because we need to roast some nuts. Let's see if we can do two things at one time. Come on in, everybody. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher, and we are making a homemade PB&J. We're making peanut butter and jelly. All right, so let me get the cooktop here. We have some lightly salted peanuts, and I'm going to put these in a dry pan to kind of roast them. The reason why... Here I come, y'all. Sorry, that's loud. I know. I should be prepared. You know those cooking shows where everything is out and organized and prepared? This is not that. But we have fun here. So we have our cooktop, and I'm going to get a nonstick skillet. If you don't want to do this on the stovetop, you can also roast these in the oven, but we're just going to put our peanuts in a dry pan. I'll put them on low heat just to kind of get some of the oils to come out. That way, when they go in the food processor, they will have their own like oil creaminess without extra oil. All right. We're at 1,600 likes. Thank you all so much. Let's see if we can get to 2,000. Tap the screen. Make sure you are subscribed. Let's get a skillet. So I'm going to do the whole container. I don't know how much you're supposed to do, but we're going to do a 16-ounce jar. So this is 16 ounces of lightly salted peanuts, all right? So I'm going to turn this on low. And I'm just going to put the nuts in here, just like chestnuts. Okay, not chestnuts. Peanuts roasting on a dry skillet. We're gonna make our own peanut butter. I don't know if this is gonna work, but we're gonna try and see if we can make our own peanut butter. I just thought, if this doesn't work, do I even have peanut butter? I don't think so, so this has gotta work. All right, so I just put them in the skillet, completely dry, and I'll do like a medium low. Maybe I shouldn't have put the whole container. I don't know. Did he say how much you're supposed to put in there? Let's see. And this recipe is on foodtalktv.com. All right. So yes, I'm just checking for amounts. He doesn't say. So I just put the whole jar. All right. So what I'm waiting for is the smell. My mom taught me to cook with your senses. Don't just set it and forget it, Maggie. Listen to it. You'll hear it to start like pop a little bit. I'm just going to kind of move them around and you'll see them darken a little bit. All right. In the meantime, let's go ahead and get some berries out. Hey, Mary Lynn, thank you all so much. We're at 1,700 likes. I appreciate y'all so much. Make sure you're tapping and sharing. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher. So let's go in with some blueberries. I lost one. Oh, here it is. All right, so we have some fresh blueberries. And this will work with any berries that you have. So we have fresh blueberries, our most elegant berries. We have some fresh raspberries. While we're waiting on our nuts to roast, and then I'll get the food processor. I'm just gonna do a couple small handfuls. I don't think you need that much. So we have some raspberries. We're gonna give these a little rinse. I was wondering if I could put the fruits in the salad spinner, or is that too violent? I don't know. Probably just rinse them in a little bit of water. Smells so good. Come on in, everybody. Hello, Bria's here. Thank you all so much. We're at 2,000 likes. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher, and we are making our own peanut butter and jelly. All right. So we have some blackberries. And then I'll just put some strawberries here, but something tells me I'm gonna have to cut these up because you can't put these on a sandwich on their own. All right. Nothing's really happening with the peanuts yet. I'm gonna turn it up to a medium. I can smell it when I shake them up. All right. So we have our berries. I'm just going to put these in some water. And I know I need to dry them. We'll put them like on a cutting board to pat them dry. But we'll let them soak for a minute while we make our peanut butter. All right. So we have our berries. I'll just move them off to the side. Let's see how our nuts are doing. So again, this is just a jar of peanuts. I have it on a medium heat. And I'm just listening. You can smell them when they warm up a little bit. It smells peanutty. But I'm waiting for like a little bit of crackle. What you want is the oil, the natural oil that's in the peanuts to kind of come out a little bit. So when we put them in the food processor, they blend easily. All right. So that's the goal. Oh, we also have some bread. I'll show y'all some struggle gluten-free bread that I got. And then I also want to do a version on a rice cake. All right. So we're going to give that a try. So I'm just going to let these warm up and then I'll taste one. But in the meantime, I'm going to get my struggle food processor. All right. Come on in, everybody. Ooh, I smell them. Yes, I can smell them. Oh, you like the outfit? Thank you so much, Mary Lynn. I appreciate that. We're at 2,700 likes. Let's see if we can get to 3,000. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher. I'm going to get our food processor. And then I think we're ready to take these out. Let me just taste for warmth. They're warm. Want to make just want to make sure they're ready to blend. All right, so let's get the food processor out. Hello, Cooking with Kunchi is here. Thank you all so much for the badges. We're at 3,000 likes. Thank you. All right, let's get our food processor or blender. So once these peanuts are roasted, I guess you could just call it, we're going to put them inside the food processor and then we're going to just blend them and see if we can make a natural peanut butter without any additives, without any, aw, thank you so much, Bria. Y'all are too kind. I just like to represent myself well and represent you all well. All right. I think it's good. I think we're good. So in case you're just coming in, this is what we're making. We're going to try and make this peanut butter, natural peanut butter, by roasting the peanuts. And then we're going to put them in the food processor and we're going to blend them. He doesn't say how much and he doesn't say how long, but that is the goal. Thank you, Cooking with Kunchi, for the hearts. But I'm going to go ahead and call it now because I can smell the peanuts. And that's what my mom said. Don't just set it and forget it. Watch your food as you're cooking. Look for the color change. Listen to it. I'm noticing some of the ones that have like the peanut skin on them are a little bit darker. Smell it, catch it before it burns. And I'm just moving these around. Yeah, you can see it may show up, it may not. Some of them are a little bit more brown than others. All right. So we're going to go ahead and taste one more time. I'm just going to taste them just to see if they taste a little bit roastier. I don't know if that's a word. Yeah. All right. So they're nice and warm. So we're gonna move this over. How about we get the cord out and plug up the food processor. Y'all know me and my struggle food processor. Okay, the blade is on. Don't fall. No. I'm going to scoop them in there. We'll get peanuts everywhere. No, I don't want to do that. So we're going to put our roasted peanuts into the food processor. You could also do this with almonds. Make your own nut butter. If you're trying to eat clean, you know, that's a problem. A lot of healthy food, they put extra stuff in it to make it more shelf stable. And sometimes, you know, those extra things may cause problems. I am not a doctor, don't listen to me. But if you have more time than money, make your own peanut butter. We're gonna try that today. If you have more money than time, buy peanut butter. But I'm very curious to see if this will work. So we're putting the peanuts in. This was a whole jar. And we're gonna put them directly in here, and then we're going to turn on the food processor and see if it makes peanut butter. Y'all know I'm always bringing these struggle recipes, and I'm like, why doesn't mine look like that? All right, that's gonna drive me nuts. Hold on, clean up on aisle 2. Okay, stepping on peanuts. All right, so we have our peanuts in here. We're going to put the top on. Nothing else is in here. Of course, you could add oil or honey or whatever you want to, but I'm gonna give it a try. All right, so mute if it's too loud. We're gonna see what this makes for us. Thank you all so much. We're at 4,200 likes. Let's see if we can get to 4,500. Thank you, Babs, for the badge. Babs says add honey. Okay, sweetheart. By golly, I think we did it. Sorry, y'all. I know that was a lot, but when I tried this with the almonds, it did not work. I was fighting for my life. Let me take this off and show y'all. I just want to check the consistency, because if you saw his, it was nice and spreadable. Y'all, I think we made peanut butter. Maybe y'all knew how to do that. I did not know how to do that. Now, somebody said add honey. I will add some honey. Oh, thank you all so much. Sorry if that was really loud, but I wanted to make sure we got like a spreadable consistency. And I think it does. I'm going to take a spoon and see how it looks. And then if you want it natural, then this is your 100% peanut butter. Someone said, I think Bria said, add honey. So we can add a little bit of honey if you want to. But I just want to check the consistency. Now his was a lot, more pourable than mine, but it's definitely like a paste. Who knew you could make your own peanut butter? I am so excited. Okay, if you want me to add honey to it, put the honey emoji in the chat. Mustard Queen says, what did you do to make peanut butter? All we did was I had a jar of lightly salted peanuts. I put this in the skillet, a dry skillet, and we roasted it, I would say about 10 minutes on medium heat. And I was just kind of moving this around to make sure that I could smell the peanuts, and then I tasted them. And then I just put the whole thing dry in the food processor. Stacy says honey, Grand Lady says honey, Yolanda says honey. Okay, I'm gonna taste just plain, and then I'll get some honey for you all. If you're sugar-free, then you can do like a sugar-free sweetener. I think I have a couple substitutes I'll show you all. Let's try it. Ooh. It's very nice. It is kind of a chalky consistency. I like a chunky peanut butter. If you like really smooth, like Jif or Jiffy, they put oil in it. If you can have it, have some for me. But if you like that natural peanut butter and it's warm, probably because the nuts were warm, but also that food processor. Okay, so I'm gonna get some honey and I'll blend it for like 30 more seconds with some honey, and then we'll be done. Okay, I wouldn't be your substitute teacher if I didn't give you substitutes. So I do have this one. I know some of y'all, how you feel about the honey and the bear. This one says 100% natural, so we'll go with regular honey. But if you're sugar-free, here's a substitute for you. You can use the keto allulose. So this is a pourable sweetener. It's a 0-calorie, sugar-free sugar. All right, so if you want to screenshot this one, this is, I think, available on Amazon. So you can find the pourable liquid sweeteners, or I use this when I make my pancakes. This is also available on Walmart if you want to screenshot this one. This is the sugar-free maple syrup. So you could do regular maple syrup or honey. Y'all want to do honey, we'll do regular honey just as a treat today. But if you're diabetic or pre-diabetic and you need some options, there's some options for you. All right, so we'll go with regular honey, about that much. I don't know, we're winging it now, but just so you all can see what it looks like. And I'm just gonna put the food processor on for about 30 more seconds just to get it in spreadable consistency. And then we can put this in a jar. You know what? This would be a really nice gift. School's out, maybe not teachers' gifts, but if you put it in a nice little jar with a bow on it, like some natural peanut butter, as long as people don't have peanut allergies, that would be a great little inexpensive gift. And it's natural. The ingredients was just peanuts, but you could add any flavoring to it that you wanted. So you could do, I don't know, like chocolate drizzle. You could do like caramel drizzle. I don't know. What kind of flavors does peanut butter come in? But I'm very excited about this. All right, so go ahead and mute. I'm just gonna do about 30 seconds to mix in the honey. Okay, so we will call it there. I just wanted a consistency that we can put on a sandwich, all right? So we still got a little bit of honey on the top, but I'm not gonna hurt you all, but we made our own natural peanut butter. Let me give it a taste, and then just put it in a jar, put it in a container, whatever works for you. Let's give this a taste since you all wanted a sweet peanut butter, and it is very thick, so a little will go a long way. You know what it tastes like? Why am I holding it? It tastes like the inside of a Reese's. You know how a Reese's is not a smooth peanut butter? It's kind of that gritty peanut butter. I would probably put a little bit more honey in it, or maybe just mix it. I'm telling you, if you suck the chocolate off of that Reese's, this is the inside of your Reese's. Put it on an apple, peanut butter cookies. Y'all, this is one of my trigger foods. I have to leave peanut butter out of the house. Now that I know that I can make this, I'm in trouble now. I don't know what's gonna happen. Leave me alone with the peanuts. Oh my God, yes, it's the inside of a Reese's. Okay, focus, Maggie. So we made our peanut butter. I think because peanuts have like more like oil or natural fat or whatever in them, these blended really well. When I tried with almonds, we roasted them in the oven. If you have a peanut allergy, you could try almonds. For me, almonds were drier. So you either had to really food process, if that's a word, process them longer, or I ended up adding a little bit of oil because the almonds were just too chalky. Maybe try it with whatever nut butter that you like, sunflower seeds, cashews, macadamia, roast and go. Apple and peanut butter. Don't threaten me with a good time. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the Maggiest of them all? I am so old. Some of y'all know that, some of y'all don't. Okay, focus, Maggie. So we have our peanut butter. I'm just gonna leave this here. Let me take it off the food processor. Oh, you gotta take the lid off. I'm so excited. But yeah, this would be a great gift, a great snack if you're cooking for the family. You know, if you're just trying to avoid the, you know, funky ingredients, that'd be a great natural, homemade, healthy snack in moderation, right? Okay, so now our berries have been rinsing. I gave you all some substitutes. You could do maple syrup or some sugar-free substitutes. All right, so make sure you all saw those. All right, so we have our peanut butter. Next, all we have to do is rinse and dry these berries and then toast some bread. I have rice cakes too. So we're gonna do some rice cakes, and then I've got some gluten-free bread. All right, so for this recipe, he used blackberries, blueberries, and raspberries. I have some strawberries too, but apparently these need to be rinsed and dried. Grana says you would drizzle the honey in when you first process the peanuts. Absolutely. The first time I do a recipe, I like to do it exactly the way it's presented, just to see if it'll work. And then I wanted to taste it by itself, 100% peanuts. But yeah, you can make it a lot easier on yourself and put the honey in there and then food process them. All right, so let's dry our berries, and then, can these go in the salad spinner, or is that too violent? What do y'all think? Let's go ahead and dry them off, because I'm thinking, okay, let's do paper towel and blot them gently. Or am I just doing the most? All right, let's get a paper towel, and we're gonna blot our berries, because for this sandwich, you want them to be washed and dried. Maria says, put them in the salad spinner. I was hoping y'all would say that. Okay, we'll try it. So I'm just dumping off the excess water. So we have some blackberries, we have some blueberries, and we have my favorite, very elegant on French toast, some raspberries. And I will spin the strawberries whole. All right. We want to get that extra water off of them. So when we put them in our sandwich isn't wet and watery because we're going to toast our bread. All right. So we have our salad spinner. This was gifted from one of my very generous day ones. All right. So we're going to put strawberries in. I'm just going to dump everything in. Raspberries in. Blackberries in. And blueberries in. All right. Well, doesn't this look beautiful and bountiful? I'm so excited. Okay, so now we're going to spin the excess water. If you don't want to have one of these doodads, just blot them. Maybe you washed them earlier or the day before, so they're already washed and dry. All right, so we're gonna put this on. Anytime I have to wash and dry produce, I get very excited. We are at 11,000 likes. Thank you all so much. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher. Today we are making homemade peanut butter and jelly Let's see if we can get to 12,000 likes. All right, so we're gonna press. Oh, thank you for following me, Maria. I stream 3 times a week, Monday, Friday, and Saturday, and I make food and femininity content. So my cooking shows are Mondays and Fridays. My relationship content is Saturday. So join me tomorrow if you want to hear my thoughts on relationships. Or not, come back to the cooking stuff. Okay, I don't know if you're supposed to do this a long time, but it's spinning. And you can see we have that condensation outside. So let's see how our berries are looking. They look dry enough to me. I think they look beautiful. All right, I'm still gonna put them on a paper towel, and then I'm just gonna give the strawberries a little cut. I'm going to take the green off, which is edible. Marcus eats them whole, boys, which is edible. And we'll put them on a paper towel just to dry. All right, I'm so excited, so excited, so excited. So we're just going to put our berries. Let me take the strawberries out. We're going to just cut these in like quarters, not like a fine chop. But the key for this peanut butter and jelly is that you make your own jelly by smashing your berries into the toasted bread. So let's try one of each for research. Let's see how our blackberries taste. Good. Honestly, a little tart. Not like the ones I remember in the wild, but it'll be good. Let's try the blueberries. Oh yeah, I'm excited. The blueberries are yummy, nice and creamy and sweet. Let's try the raspberries. Wow, get you right here. Also a little tart. So we have our berries here. I'm just gonna make them flat and then put another paper towel on top and just gently block them. Let's get our salad spinner out of the way. All right. So I'm going to just put a paper towel on top and just kind of like gently press on them. Bria's laughing at me. Thank you all so much for being here. Just gonna kind of crumple them up a little bit, turn them upside down. I don't want to smash them. I don't want to smash them yet. I just want to dry them. Okay. I should have used the cutting board that has the edges. That's okay. Oh, hold up. That blackberry was sweet. You know, berries, it's one of those things. It's like a box of chocolates. You never know which one's going to be sweet and which one's going to be tart. So we have our fresh berries here. So these are ready. We have our peanut butter ready to go. Okay, let me get my struggle bread, and then we're going to cut the strawberries. So I got some special bread for y'all. I wanted to do like a sourdough. I'll give you a substitute. We'll also do a rice cake version, but I ordered this from Walmart. It says deli style sourdough bread. Have I ever had this before? No. We're just trying it. We're winging it here, but it said gluten-free. All right, so we're gonna give this a try. Is this low carb? Probably not. But he says to toast your bread. I love toasted bread. Let me cut into this so I don't destroy the bread. We're going to toast it, and then we're going to assemble our PB&J. All right. If you have regular sandwich bread, that will work too. We got a struggle piece in there. All right. I wish the boys were here. This looks like very like earthy. This looks like very earthy, healthy bread, but it's kind of soft. So we're going to put this in the air fryer just to toast it. All right, let me move these berries out of the way so I don't knock them over. We'll bring them back in just a moment. All right, let's just put them over here. All right, and then we are going to put, I feel like I should make 2 because he did. What am I cooking, Jenny? We are making our own peanut butter and jelly. So if you just hopped in, I'll show you all what we're making. We're about to toast our bread. All right, so this is the goal. Look at that. All right, so we made our own peanut butter. We roasted some peanuts. We put them in the food processor, and we made our own peanut butter, surprisingly. So that's here. All right, we added some honey to it. And then notice how his is more pourable, but it's okay. So we're going to spread it on some toasted bread. And then instead of jelly, he's going to get fresh berries, and you put them inside the sandwich, and you cover it up, and then you press it. And that's how he makes a peanut butter and jelly. All right. So that's the goal. I am very excited. All All right, so let's toast our bread. Oh, I got some stuff in the air fryer. Hold up. This is not part of today, but I made an avocado toast. I made 2 slices. I only ate 1. So anybody want some avocado toast, I have extra. All right, so we are going to toast some bread. All right. So I am going to do all 4 slices. I know. This came with 5, but we have 4 in here. And then we'll cut them in half. Oh, I know Mary Lynn says the boys would love this. They just left with Dad. And so I'm like, oh, shucks. I should save this for the boys. Would it last? I don't know. So we're going to put this in the air fryer, right? Just to toast it. Just dry bread. This is some gluten-free sourdough bread. I'll taste one of the plain ones. Please be good. Y'all know that healthy stuff, not always. We'll see. Thank you all for 1,600 likes. Come on in, everybody. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I am Maggie, the substitute teacher, and we are making our own peanut butter and jelly. All right, so let's taste it. Not bad. Sourdough bread. It's more sturdy than like your standard white bread. It does have a little bit of a chalky finish. It doesn't bother me. I'm very excited. All right, so use your bread of choice, and he says to toast it. All right, so last I need to just cut these strawberries. Maybe we'll put the strawberries on the side. I don't think he had strawberries on his, because you want them to kind of release the juices when you press them down. Thank you all so much. Where is Mom? Mom's at home relaxing. I will let you know if and when Nana comes to cook with us. She is retired, and at that point in life, she has passed on the torch. But we'll try and get Mom in the kitchen. I am the daughter of a retired home economics teacher. Mom taught me everything that I know, and I just come on here with you all to do these cooking experiments and see if our version turns out like what we see online. I'm going to do this just a little bit smaller. That will probably be like a garnish. I think a little goes a long way because we're going to put all of the fruits in there. So we're toasting our bread. I'm just cutting up the strawberries, and then we'll give one a taste for research purposes. See how our strawberries taste. Nice. Refreshing. Nice. Refreshing. Okay, anyway, focus, Maggie. So let's go ahead and get a plate. All right, we've got the cutting board there. We're gonna get our peanut butter out. All right, this looks like, I'm just nervous. Okay, it's fine. We'll spread that on as soon as our bread is toasted, and we'll see how it goes. Looks delicious. Y'all are excited? I'm excited too. Let's get a plate so we can see how this comes together. I feel like this is small, but I want to do the stack like he did the stack. I don't know how many sandwiches he did. Let's take another look. So if you're just coming in, welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I am Maggie, the substitute teacher. We are going to make our own peanut butter and jelly. So we made our own peanut butter. I had a jar of lightly salted peanuts. All we did is put this in a pan, dry on medium heat for about 10 minutes until the oil started to come out. And then we put them in the food processor for about 3 to 5 minutes until we have a paste. We made our own natural peanut butter. We did add some honey to it, all right? Marie says, do my little dance. Y'all are too cute. Then we rinsed and dried all the different berries, blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, and then I also have some strawberries. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the peanut butter on the sandwich, put the berries inside, and then the key is you smash it down. And that's how you make your own homemade jelly, all right? So I'm excited. Let's check our toast. I just cut these berries now. I have some that are a little bit big, and then the strawberries, some that are a little bit small. So we'll add these to it. I think we're ready to Avengers Assemble. And if you all want some apple and peanut butter, we'll try that too. Okay, so it's nice and toasted. Let me go ahead and turn this off. I'm getting excited. Okay, focus, Maggie. So we have our plate for the final presentation. We have some strawberries. Let me add the small ones to the berries. So again, these were washed and dried. You can use the berries of your choice. We have blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, and then I'm gonna use a better cutting board, one that has the edges. I'm adding some strawberries to this, all right? So now, all right, now let's see. Oof, man, the blackberries are very delicate. Let me get a different cutting board for the bread. And we're gonna assemble and cut. And I'll do 2. So I think he says put a lot on the bottom and a little on the top, meaning the peanut butter. Thank you all for 1,800 likes. Let's see if we can get to 1,900. Tap and share. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher. We are making our own peanut butter and jelly. That's right, Bria. Avengers Assemble. We're about to assemble. You want more peanut butter on the bottom because if you put it on the top and we press down, it'll be oozing out. All right, so we're ready to assemble. Let me just listen to his instructions one last time.
Sandwich your kids will absolutely love. Make this peanut butter. These are lightly salted. I'm just gonna warm these up to release some of the natural oils. If you want to use your favorite peanut butter, go right ahead. But it's just one ingredient: peanuts and a blender. You will have super healthy peanut butter without any additives. Freshly made peanut butter. Lightly toasted bread. Now the secret star of the show: fresh berries, not jelly. Load it up. Just a little bit of peanut butter on this side, a lot on the bottom.
A lot on the bottom.
Smash them. That's the whole thing.
Okay, that's what he did. 2 sandwiches. Okay. So let's get our toasted bread. I love that. Bab says cut the apple and make a sandwich. If you want to make this low carb or bread free, cut the apple in slices. I think we'll do that at the end. Let me get our bread while it's still kind of warm. Hold on, let's get our bread while it's toasty. All right, so I'm just took this out of the air fryer. It's a little bit, we got a little bit of toast going on. Okay, and let's get the other one. I'm gonna do both so I can make 4 halves. Okay. Toast it to your desired consistency. So we're gonna put peanut butter on both sides, but we're gonna put more on one than the other. All right, so let's go in. This is our natural peanut butter that we made with a little bit of honey. Now, you saw his was really spreadable, and I'm wondering if you just continue to blend it. Let me use something more sturdy. Let's go with the knife. I'm wondering if you continue to blend it, will it get more spreadable? All right, so let's see. While the toast is still kind of warm, I'm going to spread our natural peanut butter. Natural homemade peanut butter with a little bit of honey onto our toast. And this is sourdough, which is gluten-free. Use whatever bread that you like. You can see my peanut butter is a little bit thick. If you want to, you could add some oil to it. If you want to, you could add more honey to it. And I'm just trying to move it towards the edge here. You want to give your kids a PB&J or pack lunches. I don't know if anybody does that anymore. I love packing lunches. And you can make them a peanut butter and jelly that will actually keep them full. Texas says put the peanut butter in the microwave for 30 seconds. It'll be extra spreadable. Okay, I'm gonna test that. I'm gonna get some and put it in this container for 30 seconds. So this is the peanut butter. And you know, that makes sense because we do that with the peanut butter in the jar. All right, so this is the peanut butter. I'll put it in the microwave for 30 seconds. A great way to soften it if it works without extra ingredients. In the meantime, I'll fight for my life with these. You gotta fight. Hold on. Did y'all hear that? Okay. I'm nervous, y'all. It's sizzling. If you've been with me for a while, we have had some microwave explosions. Let's leave this last one empty and see how our microwave peanut butter. If it gets too soft, add some peanut butter out of the 30 seconds. Is it too long? Ah! Oh God! No! Y'all, it looks the same. All right, but let's try it. It is more spreadable, so I'll try it. We cooked together. So this was the original. This is the new improved. But I think, in all honesty, I think if I had roasted them maybe a little bit longer, the key is to get those oils out, but you want the oils that's already in the peanut, not extra oils. But I think we got enough. This is a rustic sandwich, all right? So we're making a rustic peanut butter and jelly. All right, so we have, let me put this peanut butter away. I'm so excited, y'all. We made our own peanut butter. And I'm telling you, this consistency, it looks kind of janky. It's like the chalkiness of the inside of a Reese's. All right. So we have our peanut butter. Now we're going to go in with our berries. And he said, really load them up. So we have all of the berries here, and I'm just going to divide them in half on the heavy peanut butter side. All right. So let's see if we can get them onto the heavy peanut butter side. We have blackberries, blueberries, raspberries, and the peanut butter should act like a little bit of a glue. Gonna try and do, I started to panic for a moment. You know, when you're cooking for the kids and they start eyeing the other person's food and he's like, why did he get more than me? Not today, all right? We've been through a lot. So I'm kind of pressing these in, making sure no berry is left behind. I want them really like stuck on the peanut butter. Then I'm going to do this other one too. And it's nice because the peanut butter is still kind of warm because we roasted the nuts. I'm so excited, y'all. Thank you all so much. We're at 23,000 likes. Let's see if we can get to 24,000. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I am Maggie, the substitute teacher. We are making a homemade peanut butter and jelly. We have sourdough bread here that we've toasted. We made our own natural peanut butter by just roasting some peanuts. We did put some honey at the end, which is optional. We dry roasted a jar of just regular store-bought lightly salted peanuts in a pan for about 10 minutes to release the natural oils. I'm so excited. Okay, and then we put that in a food processor to blend until it turned into a paste. All right, so this is what we have so far. So I'm gonna take the other side of the bread and really smash it on. That's what he said, really press. That's how you make your own jelly. All right, so I'm gonna do this one, try and get them lined up. Oh, I'm so excited. I haven't even tasted it yet. I'm so excited. Oh, I got little pieces falling out. Okay. Come on, glass of milk. This is so bad. All of my childhood dreams. Oh my gosh, y'all, the bread is warm. I almost feel like putting it in the air fryer just to like toast it and warm it a little more. Y'all see how I'm eating this? Okay. Focus. So this is what we have. Now we're going to cut them in half. Oh, I forgot to press down. Here I come. That's the key. Let's get our serrated knife. Okay, so he says the key is to really press down on it. Press down on it, dun, 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 dun. Press down on it. I know it's get down on it. I make my own words. All right. Whew. So I've pressed one down, and then we have the other. We're gonna press down, and pressing down gets the juices of the berries to kind of cola pass. All right, press down. Thank you all so much. Come on in, everybody. We're at 25,000 likes. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher. We are making a homemade peanut butter and jelly. All right. So I have pressed down. I'm not that strong, but I have pressed down on them. Press down on it.
All right, so let's cut these in half and see. All right, see if I can get the nice little angle like he did. All right, are we ready? I have cut them. Let's see how it looks. What do we think? Why does it look like the American flag? Like red, white, and blue. I didn't mean for it to be that way. Let's see how this one looks. Then we're gonna stack them up. Oh yeah, looking good? Okay, let me see if I can stack them up like he did. Get a nice little presentation for y'all. Then we'll taste one and then we'll do, oh, I didn't leave any fruit. For the apples. Why am I whispering? Some fell out. Greedy. All right. We got a few extras. We'll make an apple sandwich. Sorry. All right. So let's see if we can. Uh-oh. Let me set it down, then I'll lift it up for y'all. Ooh, it's coming together nicely. Let me see if I do like this. No, like this. Let me keep it in frame so y'all can see if I can stack them all up. What do we think? It looks like a multi-layer cake. Cotton candy grapes. Oh my gosh, that would be awesome. Okay, let me see if I can get a picture. And then I gotta taste one. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. All right. So again, this was the goal. I think he has more fruit in his than mine, but I think we got pretty close. I think we got pretty close, right? Not bad. Okay, let me take a picture. It does look nice though. Let's see. I'll keep the peanut butter in the, so excited. Keep the peanut butter in the corner. All right, so you all will see this. Look at that. Look at that, mama. Y'all will see that on Food Talk TV very shortly after we're done. Oh yeah, we made that. Let's do a quick video and then we're gonna taste it. Gotta taste it. Oh yeah. All right, I can't take it anymore. All right, I'm literally over here drooling. So we have our blueberries, blackberries, raspberries. Please be good. All right, I'm going in. It is good. Now, here's the thing. This is the type of sandwich that you need to prepare for. You know those vending machine peanut butter and jelly sandwiches that you just take a bite and they just disintegrate? This is not that. This peanut butter and jelly is going to make you work, but it's good. I think you can eat one of these and be satisfied. It's so good. It's thick. If you like thick and chunky, you'll be great. I'm actually going to put it in the air fryer for just a moment longer while I cut up the apple because I want it a little bit warm and a little bit more toasty, but it's excellent. I would say 9 out of 10. The only thing I would do different is either like if you want honey peanut butter, I would probably put the honey in before we puree it or puree it a little bit longer. But y'all, this is excellent. This is excellent. I'm gonna put this little piece up here. If you made these for sandwiches, you could eat one and you could already feel like it's a substantial peanut butter and jelly. It is a good one. All right. So I'm gonna let that warm up a little bit, but I like it. All right, now somebody said make an apple sandwich. So, We have some peanut butter. I think I'll put some extra honey or sugar-free honey in that. I have some berries that kind of fell out, plus some extra strawberries. Oh, I'll put some strawberries on there. We have some berries that fell out. Let me wash this apple. We're gonna cut this crossways and see if we can do the same thing, make an apple peanut butter and jelly. All right, who knows? While we're warming that other one. So come on in for the after party. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher, and we're gonna make an apple peanut butter and jelly sandwich. We made our own natural peanut butter. Let's put some extra honey in this, and then I'll put it in the microwave. And we'll stir it up, and then we're gonna spread this on our apple. Anid says, what are you making? We need a name for this one, y'all. I guess it's a PB&J, but it's a homemade PB&J. I'll show you the video. This is what came up in my feed. Oh, I wanted to try it on a rice cake for you all too. So if you're gluten-free, you could do it on a rice cake. Thank you, Christy. This was the goal here. So if you like a peanut butter and jelly, we just had dry roasted peanuts. We put these in a skillet, dry skillet, medium heat for about 10 minutes to warm them up. Then put them in the dry food processor, blender, and we made our own natural peanut butter. Mine is a little bit thick, but it's good, especially if you want to avoid those extra ingredients. Toasted bread, put the peanut butter on, and then fresh berries, smash them down. Cut it in half. That's the peanut butter and jelly that we have in the air fryer. Someone wants to see it on an apple, so we're just gonna get an apple. Apple and cheese. Yeah, if you're a charcuterie. So I just need 2 bread slices. If you're low carb, this could be an option for you. Okay, I just heard thunder. All right, let's go ahead and wrap this up. All right. So we have 2 apple pieces. I'm gonna take out a little bit. No, I'm gonna leave it. I'll just bite around the core. All right. So I'm gonna put this peanut butter in the microwave. I just put some extra honey in it just so I can get it a little stirrable, right? Yeah, but think about however else you would use this. Put that there, and I'll try 30 seconds. But if you don't have peanut butter at home, you can now make your own. Like I said, you could substitute any different nut butter. Thank you all so much. We're at 33,000 likes. Let's see if we can get to 34,000. And we are going to try and put this on. I get so nervous, y'all. It's popping in the microwave. But, you know, honestly, it just shows you how a lot of this stuff that we pay money for, you can really make it at home. You can make a big batch of this. And like I said, you could do different flavors. Put it in a nice little jar, tie a ribbon on it, gift homemade peanut butter as long as there's no allergies. I love that. All right, let's see how our, I burned the honey. Hold on, let's stir, be very careful. All right, but yeah, it's definitely more stirrable. Woo! Burned a little something in there. We will be all right. All right, so we're just gonna spread this on 1 apple slice and then a little bit more on the other apple slice. You could eat it just like this. All right, so I'm gonna go in with the fruit that I have. We have some raspberries. I think the blackberry, let me turn off the air fryer. Whew, it's hot in my hand, but I like it. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Okay, shout out to the South. Sorry, let me turn this off. Try to remain elegant. This would be a nice little appetizer. You're gonna try it like a nice little tapas. You could put these on a charcuterie board or whatever, but we're gonna put this down. Y'all see me eating everything? All right, so I'm just going to put this down. And the key is, he said to really squeeze it. Honestly, I just ordered these berries. If you have local berries or really fresh berries close to you, like the more ripe they are and the sweeter they are, probably the better. But I'm just gonna press down. Ooh, I might have pressed too hard. Hold up, y'all. I think I pressed too hard. The apple's a lot easier. Forgive me. Let me just put this back in. It was harder on the bread. Oops. All right. We really smashed it. All right, here we go. Little bite. Oh man, I like that better. Oh yeah, where's my towel? I like it better. I like it better on the apple. I think my gluten-free bread, I try to get some healthy bread. If you're gonna do it on bread, do it on regular bread. I like this better. Yes, ma'am. 10 out of 10. Y'all. Okay. You have the crispiness and the freshness of the apple. My burnt peanut butter is still warm and kind of like nutty. Thank you for the roses. I smashed the heck out of the fruit. Even though it looks bad, that's what you want. Smash your berries. That's how you get that jelly. Whew! About to hurt myself. All right, let's get the other one out. I was gonna do it on rice cakes, but we're gonna quit while we're ahead. But think of crackers, rice cakes, apples, bread, whatever you like. Thank you, Mildred, for the first roses. I appreciate that. Y'all gonna get this? Absolutely. We're at 35,000 likes. I love it. Okay, so let me put the other ones. Let me get a plate. I think I know what it is. Yep, just tasting the bread. I know what it is. Because our natural homemade peanut butter is already a little bit chalky, I think eating it on bread made it kind of like you bite the sandwich and it bites you back. If you don't mind one of those big, like biblical sandwiches, you'll be fine. But if you're used to something that's just like nice and smooth, this is not anything to play with. However, because the apple is like smooth, it just goes down really nicely. That's what I think. I actually like okay, we need a name for this. The apple PB&J, the apple witch. It looks horrible, but between two apple slices, low carb. I'm telling you. So anyway, this was fun, y'all. This was the goal. We made it. We made our own natural peanut butter. I'm very excited about it. We made our own natural peanut butter with smashed berries. I think omitting the strawberries too. Raspberries, blueberries, and blackberries really give you the jelly. Y'all, this is so good. I'm scraping it up. So anyway, as we close out, thank you again, everybody, for being here. Thank you for joining me on another struggle stream. Apologies for the technical difficulties and starting late, but I wanted to show you all this easy way to make your own natural peanut butter. We did it together. Use any nut that you like, almond butter, cashew butter. Just roast them and put them in the skillet for about 10 minutes, dry on medium heat until the oils come out. Put them in the food processor. You can make your own natural nut butter. Put this in a container and save it. If you want to add oils or flavors or honey to it, you can, but it was fine on its own. And you can see the consistency. It's like that thick peanut butter, like the inside of a Reese's. I like it. If it's too thick for you, if you're making it for the kids, maybe put a little bit of coconut oil in it or something to make it more spreadable. Give you some options. Then the bread of your choice, toast it, spread the peanut butter on, wash and dry your berries, put it in the middle, smash down, or better yet, an apple. It's the honey. It is so good. All right, everybody. So this has been Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm with you all Fridays at 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central. I'll be back next week. We are doing one pot wonders, or at least that's what I'm calling it. So we're going to challenge ourselves to make the whole meal in a pot. Maybe I was supposed to say that, maybe I wasn't. Well, surprise, now you know. I am Maggie, the substitute teacher on all platforms. If you're interested in my content, go to teachablemomentswithmaggie.com. I've got a lot coming up. We got a relationship class that starts tomorrow. It's not too late if you're interested in relationship basics. If you want to travel with me, if you like my travel content, we've got a cruise coming up in November for my 50th. If you all want to cruise with me, if you'd rather stay on land, if you want to go to the motherland, come to my home country of Ghana. I'm taking you all to Ghana in December. All of that is at teachablemomentswithmaggie.com. Next year, we're going to go to Kenya. Very excited about that. At the end of the month, I'll be in Minneapolis. So if you all like following what I do with food when I travel, and then in September, I'll be in France. So a lot of stuff going on. Thank you so much. Give it a try. Let me know what you all think. And I will see you all on the next one. Thank you for all of the likes. All right, everybody. Yes, you like the relationship classes? Thank you. I appreciate it. All right, everybody. I'll see you next week. Once I figure out how to end this, such a struggle. All right. All right, Instagram. Let me take another bite. And YouTube, y'all. I was struggling today. Hold on. I'm telling you, with the apple, so good. All right, everybody. I was struggling. I'm so sorry, YouTube and Facebook. I wasn't able to get the side-by-side working. I was late. I was struggling. But I tried to hold up everything so you can see. So if you had a question or comment, I'm going to look at them now that we are done with TikTok. More D-Ray, Davion, Anthony, Diddy, Kay, Sock, Rhythm, Ash, Kim, It's, Chrissy, D-R-A-O, Maud, O-B, Bernard, Bay, T-Mac, Michelle, Brian, Memphis, Core, Who That, Highway to Skinny is here, Hello Plain, Phil, Good, D, Simon, Isaiah, Ryu, Lynn, 198, Lure, Furniture, Sabs, Daphne, JD, Rue, Stud, T7, Zach, Myron, Anthony, Deja, Tweet Loves Peanuts, hello HP. Thank you all so much for being here. Yanel, Browning, Purple Wolf, and Real Boys, and Gregory. Thank you everybody on Instagram. I'm not ignoring y'all, but I'm supposed to be exclusive on TikTok. All right. Cynthia's coming to Atlanta in September. Absolutely. Wonderful. Jurgen was here. Thank you so much for being here. One of my moderators. Ooh, a berry nutty Sammy. Y'all like this? I like it on the apple better, but it's actually really good. I think my gluten-free bread is just kind of, I tried to be healthy, y'all. I probably should have just gotten some regular bread, but it's still very good. Your own peanut butter and jelly. And I think it looks good. What do y'all think? A berry nutty or nutty Betty, a berry nutty delight. I like that berry nutty crunch and Quaisha's got so many names. Cynthia wants it on the rice cakes. What about the rice cakes? I love the apple so much. Looks delicious. Did I run out of berries? Yeah, absolutely. Hello, everybody's here. Yeah, I know, y'all. My overhead. Oh, I was so frustrated. Hello, Trisha. I know. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, everybody. Where's the split screen? You're sold? Yeah, I'm telling you. My other device, I was trying to get it connected, and you know how it sends the code, and then I didn't get the code, and then it didn't recognize the camera. Those of y'all that have been with me from day one, that's what I used to do. Before I had the side-by-side, I had to hold up everything for you to see. In that case, probably hop on over to Instagram or TikTok next time. I know you guys like your platforms, but I tried, and I'm so sorry. All right, everybody. Excuse me. Looks good. Looks delicious. Okay. So, yeah, I'll be with you all tomorrow. Let's see. Tomorrow is Saturday. Excuse me. Last day to register for our relationship class. We start tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern. If you're interested in that, 5 p.m. Lucy and I will be back with more reaction content and some other things going on. But just stay tuned, everybody. Thank you so much for your support and bearing with me. Give this one a try. Try it on the apple. I think you'll really like it. All right, everybody. Oh, thank you all so much. Thank you, Instagram. Did I end it? Y'all, I'm struggling. Happy Friday, everybody. And thank you, Facebook. All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.